What's up, everybody? We're here in Taiwan. This is Taipei, actually, the major city of Taiwan. I'm here with a great group of activists. It's such a thrill and an honor to be here working with these guys. We've got a 4-person queue behind me, about 30 plus activists in attendance, and man, I can't get over how good this has gone so far. Look at how tight and tidy that cube looks in the back. I only had to give direction and advice to the organizers here once. Everything I've been advising them to do has stuck. They've implemented it immediately. I haven't had to tell them twice. Super competent, super amazing activists. I'm so glad I chose to come here from Thailand. I'm only here for a few days, and I'm only here for this event, and I'm making the most of it by improving things here in not only the Taipei chapter, but the Kaohsiung chapter as well. So Kaohsiung and Taipei are collaborating today here in Taipei. And we really do, there's the issue at the back. You can see him from Kaohsiung. We had him travel 5 hours to be here with a group of activists that have come here all the way to be here and stand strong for the animals. I've been recording outreach, which I look forward to publishing at some point in future. I've also been able to record some tricks and tips, some mindset stuff for the organizers, which I look forward to sharing with the AV organizers. If you're not an AV organizer and you're watching this and you've been considering getting involved with activism, I would recommend you go to jointhecube.com and you get involved. But let me show you a little bit more of what we have going on here. Okay, so this is the organizer here. Her name is Kara from the Kaohsiung chapter. One of the activists has their hands up. One of the activists has their hands up right there. Go and check on them. And that volunteer should not be doing that. Just the mask needing to be fixed. Okay, so just a small issue. I'm here to correct things and improve things as best as I can, and also do outreach and provide advice and training to the activists. And so far, I've been asked a lot of questions by the activists here, and they've been super receptive to everything. We had a fantastic briefing earlier where we went over some training, some of the outreach stuff, and look at this. I just want to point out to the organizers watching this, do you see the corner of that cube, how sharp that looks? That's pretty much as tight and tidy as it can get. If that space in the middle wasn't as big, I would even tighten that further. I would tighten that just a little bit to make sure that that corner is even sharper. And the reason why that space in the middle is as big as it is purely because the battery is larger here in Taiwan. They have a larger battery than is normally used, I would say. And we have varied activists here, people who speak English, people who have a little bit of a harder time speaking English. Whenever I approach someone who does not speak English, I usher in someone who speaks Mandarin or Chinese, and they take over the outreach interaction. That's how we've been handling things today. And so far, so good. We're almost at the end of the event. This has been operating for 4 hours. It's really, really great to see how committed these activists are. It's a really hot day today, over 30 degrees Celsius. And I'm just really thrilled to be here. Today is AV United. So we are one of 77 events, all standing in solidarity, unifying for the animals, standing strong, representing the reality that they go through every single second of every single minute of every single hour of every single day. And who is responsible for this? Well, it's certainly not vegans, right? It's certainly not vegans. So that is the answer, to become vegan and to also speak up and represent the reality of the victims, by addressing those who are responsible for it. I just had an interaction with a guy from Belgium, and at the end of the interaction, he didn't like that he was being held accountable, but deep down, it was clear that he understood the reasoning for it. And I can't wait to post that interaction to showcase those who may not be as open-minded, who may not be as receptive, but it's still an important thing to get the message across to those people, because you never know what's going to happen. That guy may end up, taking on what I've told him and doing something about this in a meaningful way. He tried to argue humane, though. He tried to argue from different points that were distracting him from being accountable. And at the end, he wanted me to chill. He wanted me to relax. He wanted me to take it easy on him. And I pointed out that if he was in the animal's position, he wouldn't want people to be, he wouldn't want for this to be treated in a relaxed manner. He wouldn't want it to be treated in a chill way. He would want it to be addressed urgently. And I just look forward to posting that interaction, because not everybody is 100% receptive and open-minded, but that doesn't mean we should talk to them any different. And that's the important thing. Yeah, we have the tough conversations with people. Yes, we judge people, but we're not here to be assholes to people. I even pointed out that I was being respectful to him, and he agreed. He fully agreed that I was being respectful the whole time. But he just didn't like that he was being held accountable. And you know why? Because it's the first time that anybody has held him accountable. For this issue, if we're not holding people accountable, what is the point of having a conversation about this? Just to give them information? What a waste of time. What is the point? Are we really representing the animals as animal rights activists properly if we're not holding people accountable? And with that, I'm going to end this stream. Shout out to the other 76 AV United events that are happening around the world today, some of which we will showcase to the world through this page today. So stay tuned to the AV Facebook page for the other live streams. And with that, I'm signing out. Paul Bashir here from Taipei with a great bunch of activists. See you around.